What up everyone, Clayton here, and today we're back with another video. Today we're going to be discussing the possible release date of Elder Scrolls 6. And the reason I'm talking about this now is because I've been looking online about Elder Scrolls 6 stuff, and I just do it from time to time to see if there's anything news-oriented about it, if there's any rumors or anything about it. And I see a lot of rumors saying that it's going to be released in 2016, or information is going to be released about in 2016. Which I don't really think that's gonna happen. So this video is just kind of giving my my opinion on when the game's gonna be released, because I really highly doubt it's ever gonna come out in 2016. No way possible. I'll get into it in a little bit. But yeah, the reason why I think it's no way possible is that Bethesda Game Studios, which is the ones that make Elder Scrolls games and the Fallout games, which are the ones that create the games. Bethesda Softworks is the one that publishes the games. Bethesda Game Studios work on both Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and if they're going to do something new, they'll do something new, but they don't have any information about that. But with Fallout 4 coming out in, I believe I think it's November or October of this year. I'm not really sure. I don't really keep up on Fallout as much as I do Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. But yeah, it comes out this year in the fall, like November, October, like I said. So they're definitely going to have DLC for that game that's going to come out in 2016. And it might be a year of DLC. For the previous games, for Skyrim, you had the last DLC coming out in December 2012, which was a whole year or so after the game got released in November 2011. So a whole year passed for that game to get all of its DLCs. And if this game is going to be bigger and have more DLCs, it might be more than a year. And Bethesda Game Studios probably wouldn't want to put out information about a new game when they're still releasing DLC for an old game, because they don't really want to kill the hype on their old game. They want to keep the hype going as long as it can to get more money, for more people to buy DLCs, and so on. So I highly doubt that 2016 will have any information about Elder Scrolls 6 unless it's a leak. So yeah, when do I think the game's gonna come out? Like I said, with DLC, you've taken probably about a year lifespan. So if the game comes out, I think it's November 2015. Fallout 4 does, anyways. I want to say about November of 2016 will probably be the end point of all their DLCs, or maybe a little bit later. But we'll just say 2016 in general. So 2017 could still be an opportunity for information to be released about Elder Scrolls games. But I don't think it's going to be released in that year. It might be released in 2018, because that makes a little bit more sense. With the release dates of the previous games, going back to Fallout 3, which was in 2008, and Skyrim in 2011, and then now with Fallout 4 coming out in November 2015, it makes sense that they take about 3 or 4 years in between their games before they put a new one out. And they don't really want to take away from the hype of their own game by announcing stuff that's going to be for the next game, within the same year as this game's going to be released, or maybe the same next year, so 2016. They probably won't announce anything, since they're going to be taking the hype away from their game that they're making already. And I know that they're probably, if there is a new Elder Scrolls in development, they're probably working on it simultaneously with Fallout 4, but you kind of have to focus with the game that you release now, the one you're making money on now, and the DLCs that you're going to put out for them. So that's probably what they're doing, and they don't really want to take away, like I said, they don't want to take away the hype from their own games. And so I think they're going to give Fallout 4 its own time, and then Elder Scrolls will be what will be coming up next. Unless Elder Scrolls is made by a different developer, which probably would piss off a lot of people, because people want, a Bethesda Game Studio game. They don't really want to Fallout New Vegas, which people didn't really like because that was made by Obsidian, whole thing like that. So I definitely think that the next Elder Scrolls game will probably have information released about it in 2017, and by 2017, I mean late 2017, kind of maybe like an E3 of 2017. I don't really think they might have a teaser out in 2016 for the game at E3, but before we get some solid information, like a release date and stuff about the game, will probably be 2017. And if Bethesda wanted to do another E3, why not do it for their next Elder Scrolls game? And especially since they put a lot of hype on Fallout 4, maybe they'll put a lot of hype on this new game, because they did really well with hyping up their game and putting out stuff that people really want to see, like Fallout Shelter. It's a little gimmicky game. They get people hyped. They could do the same thing with the Elder Scrolls game. So I definitely think 2017's information about the game, and 2018 will probably have the release date, because that kind of keeps it on track with every 3 or 4 years of a Bethesda Game Studio game coming out, and it kind of gives each game their own opportunity to shine and have their own hype to appease all the fan bases of Fallout's fan base and Elder Scrolls fan base. And I especially don't think they want to, like I said so many times, they don't want to take hype away from their own game. So yeah, definitely 2018 is probably when we'll be seeing the next Elder Scrolls game. Hopefully I'm wrong, and maybe they'll do a curveball for me at least and have information about it in 2016. But it seems very unlikely for them to do that, because I don't know why they would take their own hype away from their own game of Fallout 4, because I assume this could be DLC for the entire 2016, and I don't know why they would put information about the next Elder Scrolls game to take away the hype from that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this discussion video. Guys, want to get this out because I've been seeing a lot of people online and a bunch of websites saying 2016 is the year of Elder Scrolls, and I don't really see it. Hopefully I'm wrong, because it'd be cool to see some information about it. But make sure to leave your own thoughts and ideas down in the comments down below, and because I always want to read them, and I think they're interesting what other people think, because I might be wrong and everyone else thinks I'm stupid. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and this is Clayton, signing out.